at Fairyhouse, and delighted to be joined by Boylesports Grand National Ambassador Barry Geraghty. And Barry, you've never won the great race. It looks like you're in with a very live chance. Shut the Front Door, trained by John Joe O'Neill. Decent run at Cheltenham. But tell us a little bit about the fabulous race. You only grew up down the road, and what it would mean to you. Of course, your little brother won it. So what would it mean to you to finally win the Boylesports Irish Grand National?
It'd be great. It's a race we grew up, coming to every year. I remember as a kid watching Desert Orchid win it. I remember standing at the last watching Adrian Maguire on a moor to beat Charlie Swan and Carawilla Howe. Big thrills as a kid, and it's a race with massive history for us.
And Barry, tell us a little bit about your runner. Shut the Front Door. You've struck up a great success rate with Mr. McManus' own runners. Of course, 2 big winners at the Cheltenham Festival. When you cleaned out Boylesports for €11,000 for the injured jockeys fund, which was a great bet. But Barry, what about Shut the Front Door? 6th in Cheltenham, only beaten 3 lengths. He must come here with a very live chance.
I think it's a great chance. It was a good run in Cheltenham. He was a little bit unlucky to have made a couple of slight mistakes. But if he jumps well, I think he has a good chance. But it's such a wide open race. You can say the same for Cause of Causes, who missed the second last in Cheltenham, was only touched off. The betting suggests how competitive a race it is. You're 11 to 1 the field and about 33 to 1 the outsider, so anything could win it.
And Barry, of the main contenders, Home Farm has been a horse that's been talked about probably for the last 4 months for the Boylesports Irish Grand National, trained of course by Arthur Moore, who knows what it takes to win this fabulous race. He only did it a couple of years ago when Nina rode the winner for him that year. But what about Home Farm? Is he a worthy favourite at this stage?
Well, he's a horse they've come for. Arthur is a great man to prepare one for a big handicap like this. He's won the Boylesports Grand National on a few different occasions. So when he has one ready, he's going to run a big race. But it's very open. As I say, my horse is a chance, but you could say the same for most of the field. It'd be easier to pick the ones that you wouldn't fancy than the ones that you do.
And Barry, looking at the weather forecast at the moment, we're standing here at Fairyhouse on Friday morning, and the sun is splitting the trees. The weather forecast is supposed to be good. I believe they have put a little bit of water on the track to make sure. I think jockeys and owners and fans, punters, they all just want safe racing ground so every horse has a fair chance.
Yeah, well, the ground has dried from soft and it's slower than good, so they're just keeping a drop of water on it just to maintain that, just to keep it safe. It should be ideal. It'll be beautiful if we get a weekend like this. There'll be nowhere better to be than to be in Fairyhouse.
And Barry, we went up to Jim Draper's yard on I think it was Monday or Tuesday, and we looked at the famous box that Arkle stood in. I think he went off here as the 1 to 2 favourite that he actually won the Grand National. So it goes to show, as you mentioned, what a wide open handicap it is. Los Amigos is now living in that famous box, number 7 at Jim Draper's. I know you won't want Los Amigos winning, but for the Draper family, the history, the 50-year celebration of Arkle, that'd be a tremendous result as well.
Oh, for sure. There's no one has more history with this race than the Draper family. They've won it, I think, about 7 times or something over the years. So he'd have to have a chance. It's such a wide open race. To rule any horse out, you'd be brave.
And Barry, Boylesports are paying the first 5 places. Would you be advising Boylesports punters to have a little few quid on your mount, Shut the Front Door each way in the Boylesports Irish Grand National?
I'd be very hopeful, yeah. I know John just sweet on him. He says he stays really well, and he's won the race before with Butler's Cabin, so he knows what it takes, and he's sweet on him.
Well, Barry, all I can say from all of us at Boylesports, best of luck on Monday in the great race, and come back safe and sound.
Cheers, yeah.